up, fam? It's askpRoy. Welcome back to my channel. I want to share with you 5 tips on how to preserve your color in your hair. And I'm talking about semi-permanent colors here, and particularly purple hair, because that's what I have. Yeah. Tip number 1. Wash your hair as infrequently as possible. And when I say infrequent, I suggest to go the longest time without washing your hair as you can. For some people that'll be 3 days. For me, in my case, it was a week and a half. And I had to wash my hair. So don't wash your hair immediately after coloring your hair, because you do want the color to stick to your strands. The longer you let it sit undisturbed, the longer the color will last. Tip number 2, don't use shampoo. But if you're going to use shampoo, try to use something that is sulfate free, and also try to use something that will preserve your color. In my case, I do use shampoo because I'm not a huge fan of just co-washing. I do feel like you need something to go in there on your scalp and wash your hair. So when you do shampoo, a couple things that you need to know. Shampoo on your scalp. Just use the shampoo applicator to apply the shampoo to your scalp. Don't apply it to all of your hair. And that goes with shampooing, period. You only want to concentrate on the scalp. Your runoff will go to the ends of your hair, which will cleanse those. For shampoo, I have been using the GVP Clairol Shimmer Lights Original Conditioning Shampoo. It is the generic version though, from Sally Beauty Supply store. It costs around $6.59. I got this last year. I picked this up because it helps to preserve my blonde color when I had blonde, because it kept my blonde from being brassy and kept it more on the cool side of blonde. But because it is a purple color, that helps tremendously. So what I can do is just wash my hair. It's going to be purple suds anyway, and it's going to deposit purple colors into my hair. So I wash my hair, concentrating on the scalp. I let it sit while I'm washing the rest of my hair. Tip number 3, when you are washing your hair, make sure that you only use cold water. Quite honestly, if you're trying to preserve your color, cold water is the best solution. It doesn't open up your cuticles to the point where the color can escape. So you want to wash your hair with cold or cooler water. Whatever you can stand, that's what you should wash your hair with. The next tip I would suggest is co-washing your hair with a little bit of the color in the co-wash. So the bottle that I used from coloring my hair, I just kept that. And so because I had a little bit of color left, I just added a tad bit of conditioner to that, and it tinted it the color that I needed it to be. You can see that. And I did add a little bit of the hot pink because I had way more hot pink left than I did the purple, but I wanted it to be purple base. So I added conditioner. A lot of the blogs will suggest using some El Cheapo shampoo and conditioner, but I honestly feel like you should continue to use what you've been using for your hair. You're not wasting your product. You're not wasting it because you're using it for your hair still. You're just adding it to another situation so that your hair can stay as healthy as possible. So I just added a little bit of the Superfruit Complex into this. I mixed it around and it came up with this color. I actually applied everything with gloves because this is still color, so it can still stay in your fingers a little bit. And that's your preference. If you don't mind getting your fingers a little stained, then go for it. But I applied it with gloves all over my hair. I used 2 conditioning caps to cover my hair, and I sat with it on my head for about 30 minutes so that I could deposit a little bit more color back into my hair. The next thing you want to do is rinse your hair again with cold water. Only cold water should be touching your head. Okay, so color treated hair is already drying, but have natural hair on top of that, like naturally coily, kinky hair, your hair is going to be dry too. You want to do whatever you can to preserve that moisture. You can check out this video I have on 5 natural hair mistakes that you're making and how to keep that moisture in your hair. And I also have another video on how to keep your hair, your color treated hair, moisturized. So you guys can check that out. But I definitely used a leave-in conditioner for my hair. You can stop there, but I also use a product, and twisted my hair like I normally twist it, and then let it dry completely. Took it out, and now I have this cute ass fro hawk. Like, it's bomb, actually. I really like it. I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I keep it from bleeding. If you feel like you're going to experience some bleeding or you're taking precautionary measures, definitely put a towel over top of your pillowcase. And then I will also suggest using a scarf to sleep with. Satin scarf or silk scarf to cover your hair so that it doesn't transfer, but your hair can also be protected. If you can, find a satin pillowcase that you don't mind getting dirty, or like in my case, use a purple pillowcase that happens to be satin. Other questions: how long does the color last? The first time I colored my hair, I washed it within a span of 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 times. That's not ideal, so I wouldn't suggest that at all. Like I said, try to keep your color for as long as you can by not washing your hair. Another question: did I have to bleach my hair in order to achieve this color? My hair was already lightened in the areas where you see the most vibrant color. It was lightened to a blonde. It was not pale blonde, but it was like a blonde that complemented my skin tone. So I just colored over top of that and it gave me this. There are a few little pink highlights that you may see in my hair, and that's just from hair chalk that I've used, and I have a video all on that hair chalk, so you can check out the hair chalk that I used. It's El Cheapo. I think I got it from like Bed Bath & Beyond or something, and it was been years since I got that. So pink hair chalk is what is creating some of these bright highlights. But also my hair does have some pink highlights at the ends anyway because of the way that I added my color. Yeah. As my color continues to fade out or wear out, I will recolor again. I do want to keep it within the family of the purples, but I'm down for exploring other things. Right now I'm just really loving this purple hair and the color payoff it gives me, so that's what I'll continue to rock. Hopefully those tips helped you and gave you an idea on how to preserve your color. If it's not purple, you can still adhere to cold washing your hair, shampooing or using no shampoo at all, conditioning your hair with a little bit of the color that you used so that it can preserve that color a little bit longer. I say kick up the intensity to, you know, a nice significant amount of color in that conditioner so that it can, you know, preserve the color even longer. And also, you know, just making sure you don't over manipulate your hair. That will definitely keep the color in your hair as well. So smart styling, you know, don't keep your hands constantly in your hair. I know some of us have HIH, hand in hair syndrome, but try to keep it to a minimum so that your color can stay as vibrant as possible. Please leave any comments, suggestions, anything that you have below. All of your questions I will go through and I'll try to answer them. Until next time, family, thank you so much for watching. Peace.